All right. So, Angela, thank you very much for kind of coordinating this call here and getting us on the phone together. And actually, more so, thank you so much for your gracious offering the other day. And just to give a little background here, the phone is trying to remind me of this meeting that I'm already on. So, cool. All right. So, how we met, online, and she was excited about. I'm receiving scholarship and donations from people that I don't even know, and I'm like, wait a second, what's going on here? And so I saw that one of them was from you, and so I immediately reached out, and we got on the phone and started talking just about what you do and what it is that I do, and how that we can work together and make this just a happy thing. And so I know we got into discussion about passion and purpose and drive, and just kind of how things come into alignment when you're doing things in your passion and in your purpose. And so we decided to get on this call, and that way we can, you can I can learn more about what you're doing. You can learn more about what I'm doing, and then we can share with our different audiences. And right now at this time with COVID and coronavirus, just people coming together and offer resources. I think that this is if you let your mind wander about this and you really think about this, that there's some planning that went behind this. A plan to get people close together and get people caring about each other and get people to align their priorities. Not to focus so much on certain things, and other areas need to be focused. And so I'm just glad that at this time that you and I met and that we're connected, because you have some resources and some skills that definitely I can learn from. And so I truly appreciate that. And so I'd love for you just to share what it is that you do and what you offer. And that way, when I get this video, I can share it with my folks, and vice versa.
Well, my name again is Angela. I am known in the nanny world as Ask The Nanny, and I am known to my parents as the third parent because I am a nanny and I am a newborn care specialist. So I work overnight and take care of babies while mom and dad sleep. I also educate them on sleeping schedules, on feeding schedules. If mom is breastfeeding, I'm a lactation educator, so I educate her on what's going on. Do a boot camp for mom and dad, especially if they're new parents, so that they'll know what to expect, how to change pampers, the best type of clothing to put them to sleep in, just different things about formulas, all things baby. So that's what I do with the parents, with the nannies. I am a mentor. I teach workshops every Monday night for the last 2.5 years. I've had uh, a webinar, podcast, show, whatever you want to call it. It's called Ask the Nanny. And we have talked about everything from how to get paid on the books, professionalism, children who have OCD, children who have sensory processing disorder. We've talked about, I've talked to parents about being new to the parenthood, what they thought they were going to be before they were parents, and how they thought they were parent after they became parents, and what kind of influence their nanny has on them. So I've had a lot of discussions with different nannies and different industry leaders, different psychologists, companies, just a whole lot of people. And I like to, if I find someone that is serving the community at large, who is doing something and it speaks to my heart, I'm all on board. I didn't know you from Adam. And my mentee, Miss Mimi, she was doing a video with you, and she invited me to watch the party. I said, I'll watch the party. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching. I'm like, okay, so what is this? And all of a sudden it was just in my spirit, you need to help. You need to help. And as she's saying, I'm going to sponsor 5 people, I'm typing in, how can I help? So
Right.
again, I had no clue what was going on. But then afterwards, I went and watched the videos and I watched saw what you were doing. And as an all boy mom, that kept them in sports between basketball, baseball, track and field, you name it, football, all of that. I know that as a boy mom, I want to keep my boys active. I wanted to keep them out of trouble, keep them doing something positive. And I feel that what you are doing is something positive. Now, that's not to say that this is not for girls, but as an all boy mom, that's what I know. As a nanny, I know girls play basketball too, but as a mom, it touched my heart as a mom. And that's what I am first. Before I take care of anybody else, I take care of home. And I know that I have 2 grandsons and a granddaughter. Well, I actually have 3 grandsons and a granddaughter. And I'll probably attach a little video of my 3-year-old grandson dribbling the ball. Look, Nana, look what I can do. And I was like, you can't dribble that ball. And I mean, he was handling that ball. I was like, okay. So when I saw this, I was just like, yes, this is what he's only 3, but he can dribble the ball. This is what they need. This is what he's interested in doing. Every time he sees a ball, he wants to dribble the ball. And whether it's outside, inside, he wants to dribble the ball. So as a mom and a grandma, that hit me. And I knew that I had to contribute in some kind of way to not only my own children, grandchildren, but also to other children who are at home during this time and driving mom and dad crazy. And mom and dad are looking for something. What can I do with my kids? Uh, and this is perfect. It gives them something to do, something to focus on, a goal to work towards. And that's important too, because kids need um, responsibilities. They need to work towards goals. It starts out small, but as they get older and develop into adults, it gives them that drive and the determination that they need, not only in basketball, but it also goes across the board in where they work, how they treat people, uh, just all across the board. So I'm excited that I ran into, well, that she invited me to watch your video. So that just kind of led to our conversation that we had on yesterday, and here we are today. So that's me. I can't hear you.
How's that?
There we go.
Oh, wait a second. I'm going to do it a different way. Are you hearing me okay that way? There's no issue.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, but I have to change. I have to change it because then that screen pops up with me. Are you seeing the blank screen? Just the blank face?
No, I see you.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll just leave it this way then. Okay. So no worries. All right. So like I was saying, is that all the things that you're talking about are really my philosophy, and I'm in line with those things because when I decided to roll this out, I said, what can I do different? What can I do to stand out? What can I do to really, really help people that would give them a solution to what's going on right now? And I thought about, okay, I could do basketball videos, but what happens with basketball videos is that that's just something that's non-interactive. It's like, okay, here's a video, you can watch that, you can do that, and that's not interactive. And I wanted to be able to use my expertise of my experience of being a teacher, being able to really connect with kids because I have a skill with that. And on the flip side, the parents can get a break. During the day, they can get a 45-minute break where they don't have to monitor whether or not the kid, what they're watching on YouTube or what video game they're playing. They know that they are in good hands with a coach that is keeping them occupied for 45 minutes, that is going over fitness, going over basketball skills, and actually creating a buzz for the kids. And as I follow up with families and ask them how's everything going and how they're enjoying it, man, they're like, wow, that's the greatest thing, man. I'm so glad that you're doing this, and I'm so glad that my kids involved, and the kids are asking about it from day to day. So when I spoke with Mimi, and then she offered the scholarship, and then you offered a scholarship, and then I have another folks that offer scholarship, and I'm offering scholarships, I just said, wow, this is so amazing, because you hear people say that I had this idea and I never thought that it would ever grow to what it did. I'm experiencing that right now. And although I'm not at multimillionaire status or having hundreds of thousands of kids, that's not what it is for me. What it is for me is just being an outlet to where kids that have a passion and want to be basketball players and want to be active and want to learn more about basketball skills, and parents at this time where they're normally taking them out to AAU practice or games or tournaments on the weekend, that this is really something that people can value, every single day. And so when I just started receiving the outpouring from folks, I really was humbled, and I really was like, wow, this is really, really happening right now. And it's not happening in spite of me. It's not happening because of me. It's happening in spite of me. Just doing what I'm passionate about, and sharing the love of basketball fitness. And people are buying into it, and they're excited about it, which makes me excited. And so I have some other things planned down the line to really make this go to a huge scale. And after my phone conversation with you yesterday, I really had those chill bumps down my back, because it's nice to be able to connect with somebody that shares in your passion and then is willing to do whatever they can do to help. And so I really, really want to put in the forefront of how grateful I am just for you and the time and your resources to really help out what's going on here.
Well, I believe that if you work within your passion, it's not a job.
Right.
And just like you, I was very nervous about doing Ask the Nanny. I was nervous because I didn't know if people were going to like me. I was nervous because I have a Southern drawl. I was nervous because I have that stuttering and going, well, and it was bad. And I had to work on that. And I still sometimes are like, and I stumble over my words. I had what I like to call a Moses complex.
Okay.
When Moses told God, well, Lord, I don't talk so good. I'm not going to be a good person, for this role. But my friends pushed me and said, you have stories to tell. You have knowledge to share. You have been in this for over 40 years, and you're still successful. You're still reinventing yourself. You're still going strong. You have something in you that other people need. And that, I think, is what my kindred spirit connected with your kindred spirit, because you have something that other people need. And yes, I work as a nanny. Yes, I work as a newborn care specialist, but Ask the Nanny is my baby.
Mhm.
Ask the Nanny is my passion. Ask the Nanny it gives me joy. It gives me that get up out of the bed every morning early and planning and doing webinars and finding people to help me bring knowledge to other people. That's what I see in your dream, that you have something people need. You have something that will help not only the kids, but the parents, because not only are you teaching the kids, you're teaching the parents how their kids can be disciplined and stick to something that they started.
Mhm.
And that discipline that you're teaching the kids of practice, 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 again, they will use throughout their lives. So your passion is going to create something that kids will remember when they're grown. My
Right.
parents were teachers, and I can't tell you, when my dad died, all these kids, I don't even know where these people came from. Your dad was my teacher, and he taught me this, and he said that. And I remember when I was in the third grade. Now, these are people that are like 30, 40 years old.
Mhm.
I remember when I was in the fourth grade, he taught me this, and he did this. That's what I see in you. When these kids grow up, and they're going to say, I remember Coach Chris. He taught me this, and Coach Chris said that, and Coach Chris, and they will probably go and share their moves with some of their friends, their teammates, so that all of them can learn. Even if they don't take your class, they will share what they know with their friends and their teammates so they can win. So you've got a winner on your hands. Just keep pushing, keep plugging. I don't care if you have but 3 or 4. I had 3 people watch me the first time, and I cried because there's only 3 people. There's over 3,000 people who watch Ask The Nanny now.
Wow.
And it varies as to what I'm doing, as to what the topic is, but just keep pushing and keep plugging and keep going. Don't stop. If this is your passion, if this is your calling, you are walking in your calling. As long as you are obedient and keep in your calling, it is going to prosper. It is going to multiply. The blessing of the double dose is going to be upon you.
Well, thank you. You know, over my life, I'm a retired teacher. I taught for 20 years, and then I moved into personal training in adult fitness. And at that point, I was like, I wanted to do something in fitness, and I taught for 20 years, and I loved being a teacher, and I just wanted to do something more. And so I said, okay, I've been in fitness, and then I want to do personal training. I always wanted to do that. And then so I did that for about a year. And it was very gratifying. I learned so much about business, online business. And but it just got to the point where, like you said earlier in this conversation, it was like a job. It was like, okay, I gotta do this to make sure this is done, to make sure this is done, to make sure this is done. And so, and then that grind and that complacency kicks in, and then you're not satisfied, and then you're like, am I doing the right thing? And so I just got to a point where I did some soul searching, and I said, okay, look, the years are coming, as you climb this ladder, you don't have forever. And what is it that you want to be? What's the legacy that you want to leave? When you leave this place, you want to say, I did this, and I did this to leave behind for whoever. And I was racking my brain. I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I said, what is it that you would do? And you hear so many people talk about it. You even mentioned earlier in this conversation that if you're in your passion, it doesn't feel like a job. And I said, well, what is it exactly that you could do in your life that you would do for free, that you didn't have to be compensated for? And that was a quick answer. It's like, man, I would be coaching basketball, because I played it my whole life. I coached it, officiated it, run clinics. And when I'm doing that, that's when I feel the best. And so I said, you know what? It's time to step in that direction. There's nothing holding you back. Go in this direction from an online perspective, where it solves a lot of problems of travel time and finances and access to training. It solves that by doing this from an online perspective. And I have to tell you, since I've really put my every effort forth towards that, it's been amazing, the response that I've got. It really has. And that's what's confirmation to me. And being on the phone with you is confirmation to me that I'm definitely stepping in the right direction. So I appreciate your encouraging words, definitely. And I won't stop. I mean, I'm in my life, I've always wanted something else. I've always wanted to take another step for something else that is more fulfilling and gratifying. And now all that feeling of fulfillment, all that gratification, I'm getting that through what I'm doing. And so I'm excited about it.
Well, I sure hope you can clone yourself, because after all the people that come and jump on board with you, it, you're going to need some help.
Oh well, I got some plans in there for the growth too. So I'm excited. I'm nervous.
Okay.
I'm nervous about it, and so, but I'm excited about it.
Well, as long as you're excited and willing to take that leap of faith, because that's
Absolutely.
what it takes is a leap of faith. I rebranded everything over the last 2 months because, excuse me, ooh, allergies. The last 2 months, well, actually, last year in September, I got the download. This is going to be your number one main thing.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, I still got to work over here because I'm investing into my money from over here into this. And I'm a giver. So I like to give away a lot of things. I like to encourage people. I like to help build their business and advertise their business. And if I have a platform and I believe in it, oh, trust me, I'm going just like I'm doing now. I will build it. But I could not believe. I was like, no, 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 no. This is not. Are you sure, Lord? This is where I'm supposed to be. So last year I got this download, and I just finally this year I said, okay, I'm tired of playing on the fence.
Mhm.
You're either gonna take that leap, or you just gonna climb on back down and go about your business and do what you're doing. So I decided to take the leap. And in taking that leap, I didn't realize that once I took that leap, how many people were just going to jump on board. It took my belief in me and my belief in what I was doing, that it was right for me. It was my path. And as soon as I did that, I had a website built. I did my logo, all of this stuff done. And I just launched everything on April the 1st. I have been so busy. I can't even. I was like, really? Is this all I had to do was believe in myself and go for it? It's not that I didn't believe it, but I was like, this is just kind of a side business. And it's not going to be my main income because it's not going to support me. And that's how I thought. But now that I have changed my thought process, and started thinking, yes, you can do this. Yes, this is it. Yes, get yourself out there. And the more you put yourself out there, and the more people see your face, and the more other people will see you from connection to connection to connection, because that's what it's about. It's about having those connections. And people see that, oh, wait a minute, what can I do? I've had people come to me and ask me questions. So, what do you need from me? How can I help you? How about you come over here? How about we do an interview over here? How about, and I'm just like, where are all these people coming from? Am I going to have enough time? So, I'm telling you, people are coming. Put yourself out there. Keep plugging away. Keep going for it. If this is your passion, it is going to work.
Mhm.
Walk in your calling. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in the business because it is sound. And because of the pandemic, everyone's world has changed. The way we operate and the way we do things has changed. Now is the time to get out there and do it. Make yourself known because everybody's at home and watching.
Right.
So that's my advice. That's my little 2 cents.
Well, Angela, I really, really I mean, I can't say it enough, man, how grateful I am for you and Mimi and just what you got going on. And I'm definitely appreciative of having this opportunity to be on your platform. And I can't wait to see what's to come. And I just thank you. I truly do thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I'm just telling you, you have struck gold here, and we're gonna try to make it platinum.
Tell you, let's go do it. Let's go do it.
Do this. That's right. Let's do this.
All right. All right, Angela. Well, thank you again for your time. And we'll
You're
definitely touch
welcome.
base very soon.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Okay.